Hi, my name is Tina Turbin. I'm a children's author as well as the founder of my website, gluten-freehelp.info. We do quite a bit of product reviews, taste testing, and I'm on the East Coast in my studio. I have a West Coast and East Coast office, and we've been product testing 5 different companies today, and one of them is Betty Lou's, and I'm very honored to be talking about this company. We are just amazed by the plethora of products and the research that they go through to develop all their products, the scientific background behind their products, and Betty Lou herself. It's a real woman with a real name, 30 years, single mom, and she has been doing this business for about 30 years with her son John. They've evolved to have approximately 80 people in over 100,000 square foot facility. And to this date, they only have 4 products in which obviously are not gluten-free that do have barley, but by the end of 2010, they will be a 100% dedicated facility. It was explained to me that those 4 products are made in a very, because they're such a large facility, they're made in a very segregated area, so there's no possibility of cross-contamination. They test all their products every step of the way, as well as any products that are coming in. In fact, one of the products that they use as far as their oats is a company that I've done a review on, and I can just speak highly about Betty Lou's research on who she deals with. She's very good. So let's talk about some of the products. So they have now a protein powder. Now the thing that, well, they have various flavors. The thing that's very interesting about this, besides the, non-GMO, the research that's gone into this, is each packet has 5 grams of fiber. Now whenever I hear that something has fiber, I'm always looking into it, and it's like pure oats, or there's, it's usually oat related. It's not oat related. So I'm going to leave that a mystery for you, but it's 5 grams of fiber, and you do not have to worry. That's one thing I do want to make known, is everything is tested under 10 parts per million. And I'm not just talking this, all their products. And this is just minimal of what they have. They have vanilla, chocolate. They have, this was a real hit with the group, orange cream. Kind of like an orange, one of those orange popsicles, the creamsicles. Now we've got their balls, and these are all nut butter balls. We have coconut, almond, they do have a peanut, this is spirulina, we have cashew, we have a chocolate, and they're very dense. And let me see if I can, this one I believe is one of the cashew ones. Let me just show you. It can really, really, really give you some energy and really be good for a hike. Throw it in the purse, give it to the kids. Fun. It's fun, If you don't want to eat the whole thing, you just pop it back in the little, they come in little bags like this. You just pop it back in, you just stick it back in the purse. Now, remember Pop-Tarts? That's what I like in these products too. These are their fruit bars. They come in a number of flavors, from raspberry, peaches, blueberry, etc. Now, you can eat them plain like this. You can heat them up. When you heat them up, they reminded me of Pop-Tarts. Oh, so good. So let me just show you how moist these are. Now, speaking of moist, oh, yum, yum, yum. Speaking of moist, I spoke to Susan, their scientist in product and research and development, and she oversees all that. And she was telling me the one thing that I noticed about a lot of their products was the moisture content. And I know that moist can mean bacteria and non-long shelf life. So I wanted to know, well, how much can you purchase ahead of time? Because very often when you are purchasing, once you like something, you want to stock up and try and save some of your shipping costs. And that's something that she does a lot of research on. The majority of these products can last 6 months and longer. They do a bacteria, they do quite a bit of research to find out microbes with the moisture content. And that's actually, the question I asked was something that they work on diligently. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they're really on top of that. I'm skipping over here to the Crispy Bites. These are very similar to, you might see it in a store, it will have that sign. They're very similar to the Rice Krispie treats, but they have more protein because they use nut butters. Now, the latest product is just green stuff. And it comes in super acai berry and organic cacao, acai, chocolate nibs, organic chocolate dreams. I'm sorry, I can't remember all the names. This was, was so delicious. There's something called an ORAC value, which tests your antioxidants. I mean, you have antioxidants and the ability to combat those antioxidants. ORAC, for those of you who are not familiar, I don't want to go into it to too depth here. But these bars, one bar, and if you are familiar with it, 25 to 37,000, depends on which one, as an ORAC value right now. That is pretty darn high. So I'm going to open up the organic fruit and veggie. I'm just going to show you one. This obviously has a lot of fruits, vegetables, some nut butters. It's just loaded with nutrients, antioxidants, and it tastes good. I mean, like really good. I could eat a whole one and I can eat a half one. I just want to show you this one. The super acai berry. I'll just go through this on the video. Okay, now this is super acai berry. Now we're talking maroon, red. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. That is the acai. It's incredible. Okay, so Betty Lou's is very well established. She's in the majority of the stores if you go to health food stores, Whole Foods, etc. But there's more I want to tell you about this company. Very often, and sitting right next to Betty Lou's on a shelf, it's very possible that you will be seeing a number of other products that she makes. She also makes a number of products for doctors, nutritionists. Her facility has a research lab. And I'm just saying this out there for any of you, especially your moms who have thought of, maybe I could, create a company. I just think it's amazing because you can actually say, call up John and you can say, John, I've been thinking about having this company, creating kind of a startup situation. I want something with no soy, no oils, high protein, no dairy. What can you come up with? And you can work with them and within 2 months have a product, and they'll even work with you with labeling. So I think it's a pretty loaded company with a lot of opportunities besides just giving you delicious gluten-free foods. And I highly recommend them, as well as we had 17 people working with me today on these products alone, and there was not one person that wasn't just raving about Betty Lou's. So thank you very much, and please visit my website, glutenfreehelp.info, and when you go there, you put in the search term Betty Lou's, L-O-U-S, and you'll be guided directly to her. Thank you.